Alright, so now we are going to discuss about the question from the A-level test, and this is the question from 2022 for the Pure Math 1. Alright, so now let me just describe this. So basically there are two circles. The left one, it has the radius of 5, while the right one, it has the radius 8, and we need to find in this case the perimeter of the shaded region, so which means the DEC. Alright, so anyone knows how to get the perimeter of DEC? Okay, maybe I will just draw that first. Let's see. Yeah, quite similar. Now we have this is D, this is E, this is C. So in this case, if we want to find the perimeter for that, it means that we need to find the length of this, the length of this, and also the length of this, right? So all of these three lengths, we need to find that. Alright, so we need to find the DC. DC is, what is DC? DC over here is an arc. EC in this case is also an arc, and DE is just a regular line. Okay, so let's try to find, I guess we try to find the DC first. Okay, DC first, DC. So I think I will just copy that first, and then let me crop that to make more space. Alright, okay, so now what to do now? We need to find the arc of DC. Alright, now what is the formula of an arc? It is R times theta, right? Yeah, it is an R times theta, where the R is the radius, the theta is the angle over here, the arc of the angle, obviously the AC. I think for the radius is already obvious that this one is 5, right? Because this is 5. I think we will just put it later. But what is the theta? What is the angle over here? Any idea? Any idea? Find the theta, Alright, just some clue, because this is a triangle. I think it's better if we can find the length of each sides of the triangle first. So we have, this is D, this is A, this is B, Alright, and from A to B, this is 5 plus 8, right? So this becomes 13. What is the length of AD? AD is, because AD is a radius, so obviously this is also a 5. And then what is DB? DB over here. Well, we can, because the triangle is a right triangle, there is a perpendicular sign over here. We can just simply use Pythagoras, right? Alright, so if you can use the triple Pythagoras if you remember, but if you don't remember, you can just use it, right? 13 squared minus 5 squared equal to 169 minus 25, and if you put it, this become root of 144, and it become 12. Alright. Okay, so now what to do? In this case, we need to find the theta, the angle for this DAB angle. Alright, so I think we can use the trigonometry ratio. You can use either sine, cos, or tangent. It's up to you, but in this case I will just use tangent. The tangent, do you remember what is the ratio for the tangent? It is the opposite or divided by adjacent. Alright, so what is the opposite for that? The opposite is, the opposite in this case, this is 12, right? And then the adjacent is 5, and after that, after we got this one, how to find the angle, we can just use tan inverse 12 divided by 5. Alright, now of course you cannot calculate this manually, so you have to rely on the calculator. So but you guys have calculator, so I will use calculator from the internet. So the answer is 1.17 radian. And then if we want to find the arc, we already have all of the parts for that. So it is the r is 5 times this is 1.17, and if we plug it into the number, this become 5.85. Alright, okay, so now we already got this one. So the arc of DC is 5.85. Not hard, it's just okay. Alright, what about the next one? The next one, we need to find the arc of EC, right? EC, the arc of EC, it's the same. We need to, the formula is r times theta. So then we just need to find the angle over here. Alright, okay, what to do now? What to do? We already have the triangle. The triangle is, this is 13, this is 5, this is 12. The angle is over here. If we use the tangent, this become the same, yeah, opposite divided by adjacent. The opposite over here is the one that is in front of the angle. Alright, and then the adjacent is 12. And if we use it for finding the angle, we can use tangent inverse, and let's see, this become 0.39. Okay, and after that we just plug it into the formula, right? Very easy. So the arc of EC is, oh yeah, the arc, yeah, I have to use the arc of EC is r times theta, which means what is the arc over here? The radius is 8 and the angle is 0.39 radian, and we just use it on the calculator. Alright, 3.12. okay. After that, oh yeah, we already have this one is 3.12, and previously this one is 5.85. So we just need to find the DE, right? Okay, DE. How to find DE? Any idea? Oh. So in this case, we have the E is part of the DB, right? And there is an E over here. So how to find the DE? Well, from DB is 12, and EB is, what is EB? From it to B, this is 8, because this is a radius of the circle. So obviously the DE is, this one is 4, yeah. Alright, so it means DE is 4, Right? Easy, right? And then lastly, the perimeter. The perimeter becomes, we already have this one. The arc one is 5.85 plus 3.12 plus 4, and if we add it, this become I think the decimal become 0.97, this become 8, this become 12, so it become 12.97. Yeah. All right. I think that's all. Not difficult, I believe. Right? Yeah, that's 5 score from the paper test. All right, I think that's all. If you have any question, you can ask me later. Yeah.